Celebrity kids drop famous last names, a reflection of identity and independence. In recent years, a growing number of celebrity children have made headlines by dropping their famous last names. This trend, exemplified by Brad Pitt's daughters Shiloh, Zahara, and Vivian, reflects a desire for identity and independence among Hollywood's next generation. Shiloh JoliePitt, the eldest of Pitt and Angelina Jolie's children, legally changed her name from JoliePitt to Jolie on her 18th birthday. She reportedly hired her own lawyer and paid for the name change herself, indicating a strong personal conviction. This decision may be seen as a way for Shiloh to assert her individuality and distinguish herself from her famous parents. Zahara JoliePitt, another of Pitt and Jolie's daughters, proudly announced her name change during an Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority induction ceremony. She shouted, "Zahara Marley Jolie," signaling her preference for using only her mother's last name. This public declaration may reflect Zahara's desire to establish her own identity separate from her famous parents and the media scrutiny surrounding their divorce. Vivian JoliePitt, the youngest of Pitt and Jolie's children, also made a subtle statement by using her mother's last name in the playbill for the Broadway adaptation of The Outsiders. While it remains unclear if her name change is legally recognized, this choice suggests a desire to distance herself from her father's name and forge her own path in the entertainment industry. These name changes echo the actions of their mother, Angelina Jolie, who dropped her famous father Jon Voight's last name in 2002 amid their estrangement. Jolie's decision to change her name was a personal one, rooted in her desire to maintain her emotional well-being. This familial pattern of name changes may indicate a shared desire among the JoliePitt children to assert their individuality and establish their own identities separate from their famous parents. It is worth noting that this trend extends beyond the JoliePitt family. Suri Cruise, daughter of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, was referred to as Suri Noel at her graduation, honoring her mother's middle name. Elle King, daughter of Rob Schneider, dropped her father's surname to establish her own identity as a musician. Malia Obama, the daughter of Barack and Michelle Obama, uses her middle name and, in her creative pursuits, distancing herself from her famous last name. The decision to drop a famous last name can be seen as a reflection of the changing dynamics in Hollywood and a desire for personal autonomy and independence. Celebrity children are increasingly seeking to carve out their own paths and define themselves on their own terms. By shedding their famous last names, these individuals are asserting their individuality and embracing their own identities separate from the legacies of their parents. While some may view these name changes as a rejection of their famous parents or a reflection of strained relationships, it is important to remember that these decisions are personal and should be respected as such. Each individual has the right to define their own identity and choose the name that best represents who they are. In conclusion, the trend of celebrity kids dropping their famous last names is a reflection of their desire for identity, independence, and personal autonomy. These name changes allow them to establish their own identities separate from the legacies of their famous parents and assert their individuality in the public eye. It is a reminder that even in the world of celebrity, individuals have the right to define themselves and choose the name that best represents who they are. Thank you for watching our broadcast. Remember to subscribe for more updates and news coverage.